Hello and welcome to Truly Football. I'm your host Sami Tariq, and with me I have Abaan, Fida and Ahsan Mughees. In this video, we're going to talk about the best players of the tournament and some upcoming players as well. So I would like to invite Abaan, Fida to kick off today's session.
I'm a big England fan. I will support England throughout the tournament, so I will start with the main man, Harry Kane, one of the best strikers in the world, arguably the best striker in Premier League, after Haaland, of course.
Yes.
He has been really good.
Everybody is after Haaland.
He has scored 12 goals in the league this season. What makes Kane different is that he's not only just a goal scorer, he's so much more than that. His overall game is just so much.
He can play as a number 10.
He can play as a number 10. He basically links up all of the Spurs attacks.
Definitely.
The balls he plays, through balls, his passing, everything is absolutely world
true.
class.
So I have a question about Kane. So do you think he can win the Golden Boot in this tournament?
I think absolutely. I think a lot of it depends on the way Southgate plays. And the only criticism I have for England is that Gareth Southgate does not play the right sort of football that he should be playing. He should be playing a bit more fluent, a bit more attacking football. But he plays a back five. He likes to sit in.
Yes.
Which has
sort of a safety first approach as well.
Another thing about Harry Kane, I was reading the other day, he actually has scored 28% of England's goal under Southgate.
Yeah, so England winning
goals.
depends largely on Harry Kane's
depends on
performance.
Kane and
That's true.
Sterling.
So let's see which player Ahsan has for us.
Well, I will discuss Lionel Messi here.
The mighty Messi, of course.
Yes, definitely. Well, as per my understanding, we all know that team will not, it's a team game. We cannot rely on one player, but we all know that Lionel Messi is a team player. So his ability to score goals and his ability to create chances is one of the things we cannot ignore here. And especially if we look at his captaincy record, the largest winning streak they are currently going through. So this is one thing, like here Messi is containing him, so it's definitely giving this will give a huge impact on his performance. So Messi is a player
we saw that in the Copa America as well. I mean,
definitely
the team really plays for Messi.
Yes.
They wanted to win.
They're highly motivated.
Yes.
So my question is this Messi's year?
It can be. We cannot ignore his ability to score the goals here. So definitely, as I said, he's a team player. So I'm all in for Messi here.
Same question for you, Abaan. Is this Messi's year?
I mean, it could be. When the Copa was going on, I used to think that they're not going to win. It's not in the state to win, but he did win. So I guess you never know. But maybe it could be, but I don't think.
Well, if you have so many Copa Americas year after year, you're bound to win one. Okay, so for me, the first player that I would like to talk about is Federico Valverde. So, being a Real Madrid fan, I have been absolutely in love with how Federico Valverde has stepped up this season. He has been a completely supercharged player in Carlo Ancelotti's team. Carlo completely depends on him. He is the preferred starter. The matches that he doesn't play in, we don't do well, simply because there is not enough work rate.
He has a workhorse. He runs up and all.
Yeah, and I expect him to do the same for Uruguay, more if not better. You know, and I think that Federico Valverde will play a huge role in Uruguay's performance this year.
Yeah, definitely he will.
I mean, this season he has improved goal scoring a lot as well.
Definitely, he has.
He shoots and it goes in.
Yeah, and beautiful goals.
Yes, he's been scoring screamers lately.
Yeah, I actually couldn't talk for a day after I screamed after one of his goals. So. I would like to do that again, though. I'm not complaining. Which player do you have for us next?
Another England player again.
Of course, why not England?
It's Kieran Trippier, I think.
Kieran Trippier is currently my favorite fullback. He's been so IQ, since he joined England. Exactly. His IQ, the way he manages the game, the crosses. I play fantasy football for Premier League, and he's just a set and forget for me. And I'm really considering captaining him in games where Haaland won't start.
I think Trippier wasted a lot of his career when he went to Atletico Madrid.
I think that was a bad career move.
That was a very bad career choice. He was the right man that Newcastle picked for the rebuild. He has provided that experience and that leadership in the dressing room.
The big match player.
Which is evident because Newcastle have conceded the least amount of goals in the league this season, only 11, which is quite an accomplishment for a team that was mid-table.
And he has a lot of assists this year for Newcastle.
Excellent, which would
Definitely,
benefit Harry Kane as well.
Yes, it has.
His free
It will.
kicks are a bit dangerous too.
Does he start though for England?
Of course he does. His only competition was Reece James, but of course he got injured.
Injured, which was unfortunate,
I
of
think
course.
even if Reece James was fit, it would have been shared minutes. I don't think Trippier would have completely benched. He can play left back as well, so that helps him as well.
Yes, I agree with that. And Ahsan, which player would you like to talk about now?
Definitely everybody's favorite Cristiano Ronaldo.
Everybody's favorite?
Yeah.
Manchester United fan. Is he your favorite?
Nah, not after what he did.
Keeping issues aside, we know that what Ronaldo is. His performance, his achievements, his everything, his ability to score goals, his ability to create chances.
big match player he
yeah, definitely his. So and
Always comes through in clutch situations.
yeah. Secondly, this is his last World Cup, so definitely, and the issues he has with this club, so he's definitely going to prove a lot of things with his performance, and he can do it. The ability he has. So Ronaldo is my the player I think will give a huge impact on the World Cup here.
So a repeat question here: is this Cristiano Ronaldo's year?
Well, personally, I do shortlisted him, but I don't think so. This is gonna be the case here.
What about you?
No, I don't think Santos is way of football. Portugal not going to win the World Cup.
I think-
I'm actually shocked if they do.
I think we, as football fans, deserve a final between
Messi.
Portugal and Argentina.
We say that every time.
Yeah, but as a fan of Portugal and Ronaldo, I don't want to see them get humiliated by Argentina right now. So
Yeah.
I would hope that Argentina gets knocked out quite earlier. So the player I have chosen to discuss next is Vinicius Jr, who has 6 goals and some assists this season. But the main brand of football that he brings to the table, the kind of attacking work he does for the team, the kind of pulling players away from the box, creating chances, cutting in, playing on the flank, and he has been moving into the center a lot this season.
Absolutely. I think one of the main things that has helped him is Carlo Ancelotti. Under Solari and Zidane, he was, I guess, his decision making wasn't quite as good as it has become.
True.
Ancelotti has really helped him in that. And I think people were unfair with criticisms at times. He was very young at that age.
True. But the thing is, people are saying that his conversion has gotten better, but
Yes.
still his goal conversion to shots ratio is above 40.
Oh wow, that's something.
That needs to improve, but I think a big reason for that is that he has been missing Benzema in the center, because his link-up play with Benzema is really good.
Is one of the main reasons.
Exactly, and when Benzema gets fit again and starts playing regularly for Real Madrid, I think Vinicius
Yes.
can replicate his form from the previous season. And having Neymar, one of his favorite players, one of Vinicius Jr.'s favorite players,
One of
and
the best players in the world.
mentors, yeah. I think providing chances to Neymar would be far better than providing
We all know
chances
that
to someone like
Brazilian
Asensio.
Yes, that Brazilian attacking
Yeah.
line, they have a lot of bonding, they have a lot
Sure.
of chemistry, they always have each other's backs. So I think.
So, Vinicius or Richarlison?
I mean, I don't think that's really. Vinicius and Rafinha will start on the wings. I think it's between Gabriel Jesus and.
No,
Richarlison and
what I meant was, like, do you rate Vinicius more or Richarlison more as
Definitely.
attacking options?
Definitely Vinicius.
Vinicius Jr. for his pace.
Yes, his overall game is better as well. Richarlison is a very good player, but I think he's too inconsistent to.
And he has had some injury issues as well in the past.
He's not really starting at Spurs as well, has he?
Yeah, that's true. What do you think about that?
Oh, well, I guess the same like Abaan said, Richarlison is a good player, but we cannot compare him. So,
With Vinicius.
yeah, definitely.
And I hope you have a player that doesn't wear the 3-line shirt for us next.
No, actually, I have a player that I quite love from my rival club, actually, Manchester City, Bernardo Silva. He's one of my favorite players at the moment. I would love for United to have a player like him. the way Pep has changed his mindset. He has always been a very good player on the wings. He's very creative. He always had that ability, but Pep has really nurtured him as a talent.
Well, I guess under Pep, it's like the survival of the fittest. So players do bring out the best.
I mean, his work rate is insane.
True. I think he's very much like Federico Valverde in that sense. He works a lot in the midfield, on the flanks as well, and ball recoveries, crosses, everything. And he, more often than not, you will find him in the final third.
He's everywhere on the pitch.
Yeah,
that's true. And
his ball carrying ability.
The performances of Manchester City when Bernardo Silva has started have been better as compared to when he hasn't. That's true. And which play do you have for us next?
Sorry, but Mbappe, knowing you're the Madrid fan here and what he have done in the recent past here.
Don't talk about Mbappe with me, man.
Yeah, considering all these things, but we cannot ignore him. Mbappe is an
jokes apart, he is definitely one of the best players in the world right now.
Definitely. And they're having your another star Benzi with you, so we definitely think Mbappe have a huge impact, and he will definitely play what I can say here, he's definitely going to give a huge performance here. Mbappe is full of skills, and I can understand your feelings here as a Madrid fan here, but going to be considering his position in the team, I guess Mbappe will be.
Mbappe is currently the highest. He has the highest goal involvements in League One.
I mean, he does play in League One, so.
True that. Can't argue with that. So the player I would like to talk about is Phil Foden for England, another 3 Lions player.
All 3 Lions today.
So his talent is on par with some of the greats of the game. Under Pep, he will flourish more. Yeah. I think he has to develop a lot of skills yet. He has to develop some composure. But in the odd moment, he creates magic.
Absolutely.
And that magic is something that England needs to do something that they haven't done in the past.
I mean, but again, the thing comes that Southgate needs to play him in the right position.
That's true.
Last time we saw him play Foden on the right, and he struggled a lot.
Yeah, but I think he's sort of a player who can, even coming off the bench, he can have an impact right away.
But he's better off when playing off the left. We have seen that in the City as well.
Yes, that's true. He has that preferred position, but when he is in the box and he gets the right delivery, he can head it. He can score a worldie. He can score with both feet, and he's just very energetic. And
he has a lot of technical.
He doesn't get a lot of credit for his pace, but he is very fast.
Not the fastest, but
not the fastest.
He's fast enough.
He's fast.
Definitely.
And I guess he needs a better haircut.
that is true.
Yeah.
Let's see who Abaan will bring us up next.
I mean, it is an English player technically, but Jamal Musiala. I think he's one of the most. I
think his snub for the Golden Boy was very. It was one of the most disappointing things this year.
Bellingham was also.
Bellingham was. I think Bellingham should have won.
Yes.
But not to offend any Barcelona fans here, but if we're being honest, I think
Gavi
what Bellingham achieved was way more as compared to Gavi's performance. Nothing against Gavi. I think he's a great player. He's going to be a huge player for Spain and for Barcelona if he stays there. But I think
he's a bit overhyped.
I think. Musiala and Bellingham were light years ahead of him.
I think what a player he is. Bayern found him at the right time.
At the right time, and he has more than 10 goal involvements in this day and age, in this young age.
He's a very technically all-round midfielder. He can pass the ball, he can shoot, he knows his decision making is very good, and he could have played for England, but he preferred to play for Germany, and I think Flick trusts him as well. He gives them consistently chances, so I think he's a better offer.
So, being that young and becoming a starter in a club like Bayern, it's definitely you definitely have to give credit to this young talent. I think it's a huge achievement for someone to just come off the come out
And
of
it's not a
the
club that gives
woodworks.
chances to youngsters a lot too.
That's true. Yes,
They like to have-
and they expect very top level football, and the reason that he is playing is because he is capable of delivering that brand of football. So it's definitely a good shot from you. And Ahsan has for us next.
Yeah, it's Neymar Jr. So
Neymar Jr.
Yeah.
Joga bonito.
yeah, I guess who's not a fan of Brazil here? The way they play the game and the history they have definitely is something like we cannot ignore here. So under my belief, like players like Gabriel Jesus with you, Gabriel Jesus is in great form, and Neymar Jr. is playing with him. So we all know what magic they can create together. So I guess Neymar is something like will definitely we can say
It's
that.
interesting to know would be where Neymar plays actually.
Yes.
Does he play in that number 10 position? Does he play on the wing? And he can play anywhere, you know.
And he can switch as a forward as
Yes,
well.
I think Brazil will line up in sort of 4-2-3-1.
I think they will go top heavy because that's where the talents lie.
Neymar is the number 10,
Yeah.
wingers and a striker.
I think they should go top
Yes.
heavy.
And they have a
Why, if you have Ferraris, like why just keep them parked in the
they can
garage?
have a beautiful pivot as well. Bruno Guimaraes,
True,
Casemiro
true.
behind Neymar.
Bruno Guimaraes is going to be one of the biggest stars.
Yes, absolutely.
And Newcastle are lucky to have him, I guess.
Yes.
If they found
They
him
hit the
a
right
bit
person.
later, he would have costed upwards of 50 million.
I think he will cost a lot now.
Yeah.
Newcastle will ask upwards of 100 million.
Well, you have interest from a club like Real Madrid. You are a good player, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Joga Bonito might be playing in his last World Cup. He has said that he's not sure that he would continue to play, and he would like to give his all in this tournament. So we wish him best of luck for this tournament, and if Brazil can return to form and win this whole thing, we would definitely love to see
Their
that.
attacking midfields are definitely one of the best in the leagues, but I think where they lack is the fullbacks. They have really average.
Yes,
fullbacks.
and that's where they have to
Yes, that's
really
where they
develop
have
the
to
game.
That's
True. So, a very underrated player I have for you next is Rodri. He plays. He is definitely one of the best CDMs in the world right now.
It's third City player now.
Yeah. Well, he plays under Pep Guardiola and in a very important role. And if you make your place in a team under Pep Guardiola, who is known to rotate a lot, and he doesn't rotate you, that means that you are a great player. And the way they play, the distribution, the tackles, the ball recoveries,
His positioning is insane. He just
insane.
knows where
Just the IQ that he has, like he knows when
he
the
knows
play.
where he has to be at the right
Yeah,
time.
he sets
He's
the
just there.
tempo.
Yes.
He knows when they need to attack.
When
He gets into the box.
When he needs to hold back, when he needs to press high. He
That's
knows
true.
exactly what to do.
Yeah, and of the off chance, he would score a worldie as well out of the
Yes.
box. Would just like
He has tactical
he has a
His
great
passing is
foot.
very good as well. Yes.
Yeah, he has a great powerful shot into
Yes.
the net.
His game sense is excellent.
That's true. And I think that's all we have for today. For our players to watch video, we would like you to keep following us, keep giving us all the love that you have been giving us, and we will see you again in the next video. Take care.